Hello and welcome back to Tours and Tournaments. We are an emperor and we have set ourselves up with three kingdoms. We have the Kingdom of Wales, the Kingdom of Brittany, and the Kingdom of Frisia. But it was suggested in the comments that it might have been better to create England as well as Brittany and Wales. Now, the reason I didn't do this was to keep my vassals smaller with the intention of integrating them into the Kingdom of Frisia, right? So they would still be at Duke level, so they would still look like this, but they would all be part of Frisia instead of being part of England. What that would allow us to do is that would allow us to get the same taxes without needing to have a big monolithic vassal. However, this may not be the best plan. And when I say may not, I mean this plan may not work, because if I have a look in, I think it's this map mode right here, and have a look at Kent. So Kent was something that we were drifting towards Frisia. Now, this says the Earldom of Kent has de jure drift progress towards the Kingdom of Frisia of 37 years. That sounds great. Surely we just need to wait 63 years and that's part of our land, right? Well, the problem with that is in this one. We can no longer integrate the title. So to me, this tells me that this might not be integrating. And that might just be telling us that that is the amount of de jure drift progress which is there. The progress is not going down. The progress is not going up. But if we had a King of Frisia and they had Kent, it could progress, right? I think that's what it's suggesting. But I might be wrong. But it's just worth having a look at here. Do we have any others that are integrating? So you have de jure drift of 4 years. So all of this is 4 years. And I think this is also 4 years. Yeah. So this is also drifting towards us for 4 years. So we need to keep an eye on that. So it's 37 and then a bunch of 4s. So what we probably want to do is we want to wait a year and just see what's going on. If it's still integrating, then that's fine. But if it's not integrating, then realistically we need to start looking at creating a King of England, because if we have a look at our vassals, these guys are not giving me everything that they could be giving us. So that's something to think about. Something else that I've been thinking about is we educating our children. Now, both of our children have educators currently, but I think we could do better. I think that we can make both of our children very good here, and now that we're kind of done for this exact moment in time in terms of expansion, it might be a good opportunity for us to look at our children and educate them ourselves, as we are, for once, actually a genius. And genius is the education trait that we would like. Our stats are also fantastic. So, we're a genius, our stats are fantastic, therefore, we should be able to educate children, right? I would think so. So, who's educating currently? You are. Yeah, we're better than this person. Yeah, definitely. So, Gilbert, I am going to remove your guardian, and then I am going to educate you myself. And I'm going to do the same for your brother, who should have the same guardian. Yep. So we're going to remove. And then we are going to educate you ourselves. Now, apparently we can also get them to learn a language. Okay. What language would we like them to learn? So what have we got here? Aptitude of your court tutor gives a bonus, and they would learn that language. Okay. What's the major languages that are spoken around here? Let's go. I just know where to find it from here. There we go. So Dutch is a big one. Deol Vulgar would seem like a big one as well, or High German, something like that. Okay. So we're looking for somebody who might be French. Okay. I'm looking for somebody who might be French. Can I search for French? I could search for High German by going Frankish heritage. Let's go for not my culture. Not Frankish heritage. Okay. So, you, Anglo-Norse, Franconian. I guess actually no, Anglo-Norse might be a good one. Being able to speak the Anglic language, so we'd be able to speak to our new vassals. That seems good. So you're going to get educated by the Earl of Lancaster. Okay. And then you are also going to get educated by the Jarl of Lancaster. There we go. So he's going to teach both of them how to speak Anglic. Fantastic. Right. So I think that's a good start. So we're getting that sort of stuff sorted. Is there anything else we need to do in terms of like vassal management or in terms of realm management we haven't done yet? So nothing in here. I do want to change all my vassals' contracts, so that's something we need to think about. In terms of realm management, I think I'm kind of happy with this right now. Everyone's kind of in their place. Neustria I would like to split in two, but I don't see an easy way to do it. Although these are all separate vassals, so we could potentially grab them away from Neustria. But yeah, that's going to be a more difficult task if we want to do that. Let's go and have a look at our vassal contracts and see what we can do with these guys first of all. So anyone who has this means that we cannot change their vassal contract. Unfortunately, this includes these kind of people of Mercia, so if they've got something in here, like say they have council rights, we can't remove that until the next character generation, which can happen. You can end up with like some truly awful stuff. That's okay. Let's have a look at Weiss. So I'm tempted to grant every vassal this as well, coinage rights, just to get the development growth up. It will lower our development growth, but I don't think that's a huge issue right now. So I think we'll do that on top of other things. What does this do? Gives us prestige, don't care. March. That could be interesting. How much are you giving us? You're giving us basically no taxes? How about we do that and start trying to increase the levy amount? I think that could be interesting. Yeah, let's try and increase the levy. Oh no, we want to lower levies. That's what we want to do. So they'll declare their own wars and want to raise taxes. I was doing it the wrong way around. Yeah, I think this looks like our standard layout. This is what we should end up with now. Yeah, I think that seems fine. So we'll send it through and just work our way down the list. So you're actually the person who is down here. So I do eventually want to take my land back here. I don't think I give you anything. Maybe I could maybe raise his taxes. And give him coinage rights, so it increases development in there. And what would be good about this is because I'm raising his taxes, he's going to have less money if he decides to fight me on it. That seems fine. Okay, you, Kent. I think that's what we're looking for. There we go. Just work our way down, Lothian. That's kind of what we're looking for everywhere. This one, very good suggestion. Well, there was a suggestion I'd give this to Northern Isles. Is that part of the Northern Isles? No. Alright, I'm not giving it to the Northern Isles then. Because I don't want to create more problems for myself. We can sort that out later if we get Alba. Then we can sort out where everyone needs to be. Right, head down here. Where were we? So we were looking at you. Right. High taxes, low levies, coinage rights. You're not giving us a ton anyway. That's fine. There we go. So we are lowering our development by a reasonable chunk of percentages, but we have a lot of percentage ups, which is what I'm hoping will eventually help us here. There we go. And then all of these guys are republics, and I can't do anything to them. Wonderful. Succession currently is going to split our land, which is not ideal. How is that splitting? Let's work this out. So, kingdom goes to us, and then counties go, and then it's splitting at county level. If I was to get another duchy, I think it would split on the duchy. Can I create a duchy? I can. In fact, I've created it many times. Let's create the Duchy of Valo. Let's do that. Yeah, that's fine. I was just double checking if there was any reason not to do that. So by doing this, you would get the duchy and you would take 3 titles. You would take the 3 titles in the duchy. Ah, so I do lose less titles overall, but you would take that. So I need to create a duchy that I hold no land in. Yeah, I don't currently have one. This is fine for just now. I think this is going to be okay. I think I can do better than this. I think I can definitely do better in terms of succession if we can get another duchy. I could also just disinherit him, but I don't really want to do that. Right. Next step. We have a powerful vassal. We have powerful vassals who are apparently mad at us. Is that because we have no powerful vassals on the council? Basically, yeah. Okay, do we have any marshals? No, they're kind of bad. The steward isn't too bad. Yeah, I think Brittany is okay. Let's put you in here. At least get somebody who's kind of happy here. That's fine. Marshal. Yeah, you're the best who can do it, I think. You're fine. And then I don't want to put someone in a spy master who, 1, is this bad, and 2, wants to kill me. That seems bad. I have a reason to imprison this person? Oh. I already punished her, though. But I could potentially revoke her title as well. I can pardon Fatim. Why? What did you do? You're a fornicator. I shall pardon you. Be pardoned. I can negotiate an alliance with my nephew. He doesn't want one. Who else doesn't want an alliance? You? So this is Gisbilbert. This is Giselbert of Penrithra. Okay, sure, I'll get an alliance with you. Skull of Slevik. Sure, I can get an alliance with you. Nephew Reffel of Beaumont, I will get an alliance with you. Then Dietrich of West Friesland, I will get an alliance with you. Wonderful. I think this is a good point to just unpause, let a few of these things go forward. We are also, yeah, we're going to a wedding, just as an aside, but that's fine. Okay. We have a bunch of internal alliances here. That's fine. How far away are we from the wedding? 7 months. Okay, well, you know, got there nice and early. Next thing that I want to do is I want to sort out my court. I want to get more people in our court. So, do this. Unmarried. We have 44... this is my court. 44 unmarried people in our court. Oh, adults? We have a lot of children. Okay. Well, that's slightly better. It's also good to know we have that many children in our court, actually. Matrilineal. Sort by prowess. It'd be nice if you could set... Can you set that as a default? No, I guess you could make a filter. I don't think it sets it as the default. Okay. Yeah, you seem fine. Welcome to the team. Next, we have you. I also realized something else that I usually do here. What I usually do on top of matrilineal is I also make sure we have inheritable. There we go. And then sort by prowess. You seem fine. I thought that was your neck originally. But that's okay. Welcome. Next, we have Stefan, the Craven. Oh, normal marriage. Prowess. Yeah, you can marry her. That seems fine. Next, we have Fatim. Let's matrilineally prowess marry you to this guy. That's okay. Next, we have Yolanda. Prowess, matrilineal, this guy. Next up, we have Venna, your betrothed. We have Elizabeth Carling Chappelle. You are gonna matrilineally... I mean, get this genius into our court, honestly. That seems fine. Right. Next, we're gonna get you matrilineally. Prowess, this person. We have a lot of unmarried women in our court. Have you noticed that? Might just be that the first bunch that we found were mostly, you know, unmarried women. And that actually, from this point onwards, we're not going to run into that many people. But, you know, it does seem a bit odd, doesn't it? Are you in my court? No, you're just a bastard of this dynasty. Yeah, okay. Well, welcome to the court. Who's next? I think it's you. Matrilineal, prowess, this person. I have thought of another thing we should do after this. We should definitely go into our court positions and make sure we have as many of those filled as possible as well. As in, not just filled, but filled by people who are good at their job. You're my courtier. Yeah. I keep ignoring her, and I was like, wait a second, why am I ignoring her? Courtier. Makes sense. You. Prowess, this person. I'm literally just picking the top of the list at every opportunity, by the way. Just so you know. There's no real thought going behind this. I've actually put, unless I see like, you know, multiple traits and I'm like, oh, where are you? Just not in my court. Okay. Welcome to my court. Seems good. We're getting all the folk Waldings back now that we've increased their skills. Yeah, I was also... Oh, yes. I was just thinking in my head, now that we've increased their skills via the legacies thing, and it was all disconnected in my head. Somebody told me... Actually, this isn't really related to legacies, but it is kind of. I'll do the legacy part first. I was told that for legacies, the one that increases your skills is a 5-year trigger. So, it doesn't trigger very often, basically, is the long and short of it. Oh, wow, incapable. Okay. But yeah, it basically just doesn't trigger very often. And it means that you get like 1 skill point every now and then. So it's not like it's incredible. It's nice occasionally. It's just like it's not gonna blow your mind and you're not gonna become super powered unless you become actually immortal, right? I don't know if you can become immortal in this game. You could in CK2. I think you can just become effectively immortal in this game, as in you have a bunch of traits. The other thing that also connected in my mind from that, and this is why I'm saying it wasn't really related to the legacies bit, is if you get the event, which is you're going to die in 1 year, apparently that means you are going to die in 1 year. It doesn't mean you're going to die in 1 year unless your stats go up. It literally just means you're gone. Also, I just realized I didn't click matrilineal. Yeah, it just means you're gone. So when we got that event, no matter what we did to our health, we were going to die. So I think what we might do in the future is instead of taking Know Thyself, what we'll do is we'll wait until we have at least enough for healthy or whole of body, and then we'll take all 3, right? Instead of taking just this one, we go, I'll take all of them, and then that gives us the max health boost. Although, if there's a way of skipping Know Thyself as well, that's obviously fantastic, but, you know, that's kind of difficult to pull off. We don't really know how to skip very many. You know, you can skip some in here based upon what we've seen. Like, we can skip it by going on pilgrimages, but, yeah, can't really skip too much else. Anyway, this wedding, I also want it to be a recreation wedding. Is that okay? It is. Cool. Let's wait for all of these things to go through. Okay, so I can choose to take stress on these as well. So you can be temperate. Temperate's fine. You can be just. Or you can be cynical. I'm happy with temperate. I think temperate is acceptable. Yeah, it's virtuous, it's a health boost, and it's stewardship. I think it's acceptable. I don't know if it's the best, but I think it's acceptable. Temperate was the thing... Was that the one that we had that caused us to get this? I think it might have been. I mean, we weren't the character at the time, but I think it was kind of that sort of one. I'm trying to remember what we had originally. But yeah, I think it was. Right. So we clear out all of these. Cool. Wait, is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Wife encourages chivalry and gets a 75 prestige. Well done, wife. You are betrothed. That is great. Next up, we're going to search for children who are in our court, and we're going to do a very quick. Do you have a guardian? No, you don't have a guardian. Make sure you have a guardian checks. So that's going to be this person who's going to educate you. Shouldn't be spending this long on each character, but you know. You have a guardian. If they have a guardian, then that's fantastic. I don't need to do anything, but we're looking to get everyone the best education that they can, basically. Within reason, like within the bounds of actually. Words are hard. Like, you know, doing it without taking too much time. That's what I was trying to say. Get there eventually. I'm trying to speak while also doing this, which is never good. Multitasking. Right, that's fine. Let's get you some of this as well. There we go. I will occasionally, I'm occasionally just switching to geniuses if I happen to see them. You don't have an education trait because you're 5. Okay. You need a martial trait. That'll be whatever that guy. Could also try and convert them, all cultures and things of a similar nature, but I don't need to. Yeah, you're my son and wards, that's fine. Next one, you do not have a guardian, you need a guardian. Put in, I don't know, this person, I guess. Who's next? It's Dietrich, Rosa. We have so many people without guardians in our court. Ali. It would also be nice if we could sort by people who don't have guardians. That would obviously make this a lot easier. You need a learning person. Okay. That'll be you. Could just pick the first person it comes up with, I suppose, as well. Which one are you? You're this guy. See, I could just go in here and go, yeah, this person's great. You know what? I might just do that. Just literally go into each of these and say, yep, educate him. I think is probably the better way of doing this. If I don't actually care about who the educator is, let's just get him educated. Right? That's fine. You're my player heir. Let's not change your educator. There we go. I'm not even that bothered about changing faith or anything. And then you need a guardian. It's going to be you. Wonderful. Right. A lot of busy work done. I'm going to unpause, let that sort of thing work its way through. Think it should be fine. Right. I know I paused again. The next thing I want to do is I want to just do a brief family check. By that, I mean I want to go to our living members. I want to go by rank. And I want to just see anyone in line to anything. Right? Just a very simple check. Just look at them. Are they in line to anything? If no, that's fine. I don't think anyone else is in line, will likely be in line to anything. You're in line to these, but I think they're in our realm. Nope. I don't even need to open each of these because we just showed that we can see them here. Oh, Beaumont. Nope, that's not going to be anything. Free Francais, that's the other side of that one. No. Okay, so nobody is currently actively an heir to anything. So the reason I wanted to check that is I was just seeing, because we're a more intriguey character, whether we could do some intrigue. Because, I mean, that is our forte, apparently. Let's see here. Do you have anybody who's landed around you? No. What about you? You might have someone landed eventually. Leon. Does it go back further? Yeah, both Kings of Leon, King of Leon. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was trying to find somebody. I was like, if I keep killing them, will it eventually go there? Like, if I kept killing Galicia, would it eventually move to Leon? I don't think so. I think we would have to do some marriage shenanigans as well. But just thought we'd have a quick look. Now, we actually also don't need to hold as much domain at this exact moment in time. Currently, our stewardship is 24, and that allows us to hold the extra. But I could drop it by 6 and still be able to hold 9. So it might be worth us dropping our stewardship for other stats, potentially. Potentially. Might be something to do. Maybe the best thing to do would be to switch you from manage domain to assist ruler, just to give us a better balance of stats right now. Yeah, I think that would be fine. We could also potentially switch our lifestyle, but I think it would be good to at least go down this path in order to get maybe divided attention. I think that would be good, especially as we've got this one kind of, or this bit over here kind of sitting here waiting for us potentially as something to grab. So, yeah. Anyway, now I think it's time to unpause the game and maybe lower our stress level. I know I just paused immediately after. I do have these things on. That's fine. Right. It's also been suggested that we take a very, very long pilgrimage on this character. That's potentially something we can do. I'm not against it. My stress level just went up. Well, you know, get imprisoned, mate. My stress level is now very, very, very high. Potentially negotiate an alliance with you. No, I don't need to do that. Designating a selfless regent now may help your son and heir if you die too soon. Well, my regent is currently you. Your loyalty is situational. I could make my regent this dude. Wales. I could do. Well, you know what? She is the mother of our child, and she is also a folk walding. She should be regent. I think this is fine. I do also want the extra gold from that, though. It's worrying. It's telling me that, like, you know, you might die soon. It's never good. We really need this wedding to start so our stress level can go down. Hey, we're no longer malnourished. Fantastic. Our health has gone up. What we'd love to see, we're no longer malnourished, which means we're probably no longer starved. Which means that'll start wearing off, and it's no longer telling us we're about to die. It's great news. Great news. Right, the wedding ceremony has started. See here. You've learned Dutch. I don't really want a rivalry with you, but I honestly don't really even know who you are. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Carry on. You promoted culture in Surrey, so Surrey is now my culture. Wonderful. How's my culture looking in general? That's pretty solid. That's pretty ingrained there. Oh, we got some Franco-Dutch down there. Franco-Dutch is left up here. Maybe we should do this one next. This is my land and it's Franco-Dutch. Oh, yeah, I should probably convert that, huh? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. It is, like, directly mine. Okay, cool. The Dark Cave. One of the children at court, Refel, had taken the doll of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My son was there and saw it all happen. Arnaud flew into a fit of rage and beat Refel bloody. This didn't help the younger boy, who started crying even more. It seems that Arnaud has trouble controlling his anger. Okay. So, we can make him wrathful, which is what we are. We can make him brave, which I think is better. Or we can make him stubborn. I think I'm going to make him brave. I'm going to take the stress hit. Our stress is very high. I'm malnourished again, by the way. And my food taster is dead. Wait. My food taster is dead and I'm malnourished. Did my food taster just die from eating all of my food? That's what I'm hearing from this. You kind of like me a little bit more. You can be my food taster. Okay. Excellent. The banquet started. I really need the stress loss. I cannot emphasize this enough. I really need stress loss. I don't really need either of those. Let's take the stress loss. Okay. By all the denizens of hell, will you cease this prattle? I'm very sorry, Sven, but I really need to lower my stress. Ah. No longer at going to die stress level. Here we can get a friendship potentially, or we can have an interesting conversation. That's with Jarl Ermengarde of Cornwall. Well, she doesn't really like us, so let's get some opinion. Yeah. Okay. Do I want either of those? Nope. I will take the stress loss. Thank you. Yeah, I'm drawn into this person's conversation, but because we're paranoid, we can lose a ton of stress. Love to see it. Our health should now be looking pretty good, apart from being starved and malnourished, of course. Yeah, it's not so good. It's the wedding ceremony time. My dog will join me in the council meeting. Let's see what happens. If the newlyweds retired for the evening, braziers are lit, the flagons filled, and musicians rallied for festivities long into the night. So I can try and get some increased stats here. That gets me stewardship as a base. Oh wait, let's keep going. I need to... So this is a meeting of houses. Hours later, I find myself looking hazily down my goblet as King Clarivert, father of the bride, who is almost just choked on his mead in mirth. He slurs, I admit your son is a fine match for my daughter. Happy may they be. You're also house folk walding. Interesting. So, wait a sec. Your nephew is a fine match for my daughter. So does that mean it's... Who's actually getting married at this thing? I just realized I don't even remember who's getting... Oh, it'd be you're getting married. Ah, okay. And then you are also related to me, I'm assuming. Okay, cool. Anyway, I can get stewardship from this one. So if you're marrying it... I was trying to think of what was causing this event to fire. It's because we're in a major house, and he's in a major house, and we are having a wedding together. So this gets us a chance of getting stewardship and a different stat. We can get stress loss and eager reveler, or we must keep in contact with family now. I can't give up the stats. So 12, 13, 19, 25, 18. We are now at 20. Fantastic, it went up. That's what we love to see. Newlyweds have gone up. We can learn someone's secret, or I can gain 10 gold. I will gain 10 gold. And the wedding is over. I lose more stress. Fantastic. We got a stewardship perk. We've arrived back. I lose more stress, and I gain a little bit of experience here. Wonderful. Let's choose ourselves. Probably cutting cornerstones is pretty good because we want centralization as soon as possible. That's fine. Oh, wait for that to finish and for the regency to be over. Cool. Then I want to have a quick look at, well, one, why you're in my prison. You want to give me, you can give me 10 gold. Yeah, just give me 10 gold. Go away. I don't know who you are. So let's do that. Wonderful. Next step, I want to just see if anyone here is not doing very well. It's the way of seeing what. So you're currently aptitude poor because you're infirm. So I think it might be time to replace my court physician. And I might just replace him with someone who's just good, like my wife could be the court physician. I think that would be fine. Okay. Antiquarian is currently average. Caravan Master is a good one to replace here because we're about to go on a trip. I would love the extra speed, so I'm going to take your speed here. You're now my Caravan Master. Cost me a little bit of prestige and opinion, but who cares? Court Tutor is excellent. Food Taster is good. Master of the Horse is terrible. I think I can replace you with somebody who's actually good at this. Let's do that. Just seeing if we have anybody who's in any of these positions I care about. I think any of these are too bad. Bodyguard, yeah, bodyguard should probably be people who are like actually good or like me. Ideally both. So let's put this guy in as my bodyguard. You're average, that's fine. You're a terrible personal champion. Yeah, is this because you became infirm or something at some point? Yeah, it's because you're infirm. Yeah, my personal champion is going to change to be my... Do I have an acclaimed knight here? Are you an acclaimed knight? You are. You're going to be my personal champion right now. And that's fine. I think that works quite well. Right. Fix that a little bit. Now it's time to plan a very, very big journey. We're looking for... I don't even have it there. We're looking for a pilgrimage, which will be free because it's our first thing. You want pious or worldly? I would love worldly, please. And I would love to go to Jerusalem. You want to go crazy? Maybe we should go all the way to India. What do you think? There's a lot we can get over here, and we can't really do it very often. Yeah, we could start there. Or we could start here, cross, go to this one, go all the way over here, and work our way up. That would be a trip and a half, wouldn't it? And then work our way all the way around here. Yeah, okay. Choose this. Oh, I can't. Okay, choose that. I thought this was going to be free because it's my first activity. Activities, Dynasty Legacy. Oh, maybe the trip itself costs extra money. So maybe some of this is free, but it's just like not all of it. Wait, let me just confirm something. If I held a grand tournament, is that free? Don't care where it is. The archery, recital, joust, and melee. No cost. Okay, so this doesn't count. Okay, so this doesn't count as an activity. Interesting. I'm still going to do it, but I thought it counted as an activity. But I guess it does not. I guess it's more of a trip than an activity. Okay. So we're heading here. This is fine. This can stay where it is. We're going to go to the max amount of pomp. That's fine. Customize route. So, first of all, we're going to go from Holland to Alexandria, followed by a trip to Giza, trip to Cairo, then we're going to go to Altut, or Altur, then we're going to head to Al Medina, then a quick trip to Mecca on our pilgrimage to Jerusalem. That's, yeah, an odd choice, I would say. Then we're going to see if it will let us. Can I go all the way here? It will let us. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. Then here. Okay. Then we're heading up the coast. It still isn't saying no. Okay. What about here? You're also fine with that? Okay. Then I'm going to head in here. Then in here. How long can we make this trip? Okay. Well, we have to head up, or we're going to hit the edge of the world. So we'll hit there. And then keep heading up this way. That's too far. Okay, we found the limit. Okay, so as we're heading back, I want to go from this one. So where is this? That's that one. To here. I'm just specifying the locations. That's fine. To specify it. Followed by going here. Can maybe head up. Wanted to there. I kind of want to head back down in here. I also want to hit that one. And that one. You think I can do that? Let's see. So I kind of want to go there. Followed by there. That's too far. Okay. That's fine. Well, we'll ditch that one then. We're not going to Delhi. Can I go here? Let's try going here. Okay. Net. Oh, that's 9 days over. I think going over here is the mistake. Yeah, so let's ditch that side of things. Oh, I've ruined it. I've gone horribly wrong. Because I was deleting them from the middle of the list. Okay. So, we make it here. Where was this one? It's fine. To Mecca. Yeah, this seems fine. Okay, so we're heading down this way. Gonna move up from there to here. Then we're gonna go to this one, and we can make our way up kind of like this, I think. Yeah, so just keep moving our way in here. You're gonna go there, and then maybe double back on yourself to head up here. Then maybe I go straight up from here to this one. Okay. Make sure that we say we're going to... Actually, let's clear that one. Let's say that we're going to go to here. Then to here. That'll save us a day, maybe. Because I'm then going to go here. And then here. I'm making my way up this way. So then we're going to go here. And that one. That one. I'm going to cut back down into here, maybe? That seems good. Then we're going to go over this way. And now I think we got it. Now I think we've got where we need to go. So now I'm making my way back along this way on the trip. Can I go onto here? It's probably going to slow us down too much, right? Yeah, that slows us down way too much. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. I was checking it was also the right point in the trip. Would be nice if it just told you what the limit was as well. It's 3 days over, so we're like on the limit. Okay. Can I head here, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Then after we make it to Jerusalem, I would like to head back via Rome. Too slow? Alright, we're going to have to make a separate trip. Can I go to Constantinople? Way too slow. Wait, oh, that's because it's on the wrong side. Okay. It's still too slow, but it's not as bad because I'm no longer saying, can we go to Constantinople via India, then go to Jerusalem? Can we go to anywhere here? Let me maybe pop in there. And then here. 5 days over. Okay, I'll take that. So this is our trip. We're going to India. Okay, apply. This seems fine. I think I'm going to set off. We do, in theory, also have a lot of travel speed. We don't have as much because we're missing here. All the bonuses I got for travel speed here. Whichever one it was. Yeah, so I'm missing all of these bonuses. But I do have quite a lot of base travel speed due to our caravan master having insane travel speed. Yeah, so our travel speed is 145 right now, which is pretty good, I'd say. Paranoid actually slows it by 10. Huh. Okay. Well, there you go. A fresh start. We're sharing power. What I need to do with my sharing power here is I need to say, hey, get me gold. That's fine. Calm clearing. Okay. Here in the quietness of the moor's roadside, I feel an overwhelming sense of peace and tranquility wash over me. I was just thinking, I wonder whether our previous pilgrimage could have run into the length limit. Like, maybe there's a limit to, like, an absolute limit to length, and because we would have done a delayed event, that might have killed it. I don't think so, but that's interesting. Anyway, just beyond a small ridge, I see a clearing off to the side of the path where neither man nor beast seems to have entered in decades, and feel God's presence here. Perhaps I ought to linger for in quiet contemplation for a while. No. We're going to India. We're busy. Homeward bound. After a long day of travel, the horizon starts to bleed into warm colours. I take a moment to pause, close my eyes, breathe. Careful, my caravan leader Sirkin screams, pointing at the farmlands beyond the path we follow. What looks like a small rodent is running into the wild, and after a grey figure I easily recognise. Find my pet. He became wounded. Oh no. The Mystic. Prince Archbishop Theobald is one of the stranger people I've met on this journey. He seems to be a firm believer, but also expounds on the true nature of God and what it means. At night, his tent is lit up by candles within, and occasionally strange chanting and unusual incense flows from it. I'm wholly unprepared when Theobald bids me enter. I'll go in. Wait, did I say I was delayed 3 months? Oh, never mind. But I become a wise man because of it. Yeah, I'm going to become a wise man. Definitely. The travel plan will be resumed. I'm a wise man. Wonderful. So that's our first of our many, many traits that we're going to gain over time here. I also just realized we're going to gain a ton of learning as well because we're going to gain piety here. It doesn't take much to track the growling and broken twigs down to their origin. Holdfast sits over a leaf litter, licking his grey paws from the blood of its victims. The squirrel is almost unrecognisable right next to him. He raises brown eyes at me, except that he seems not to be able to recognise me. I see you found a better home for you. You're free to go. I lose my dog, cat, wolf, bear, lion, and tiger. I assume that's just, these are all, it's meant to just say dog, but they just put all of them in there to be like, you lose whatever pet you had, and then gain stress. Oh. We were just like, hey, yeah, I guess you live here now, dog. Alright. At a fork in the road, just outside of Speyer, a forlorn Catholic shrine marked with a cross stands amidst the dirt. A niche shelters humble offerings left by travellers and locals, surrounded by the remains of countless candles now extinguished. My son, Arnaud, stops to pray as my courtier Surma rolls her eyes, tutting loudly. So I can pay something. Don't mind if I do. I can take it. Keep your tongue still, infidel. Are you an infidel? You are an infidel. Okay, or let's not dawdle. I'll spare something. We'll put 5 gold on it. Wind whispers. I've noticed that Surma avoids me more than usual. She always sits at the opposite end of the table whenever we're invited to a feast and consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationships, but that attitude is starting to tire me, especially when I overhear her defaming me. Gilbert is a hysterical swain. I'd be a better emperor than him. So I can do a prowess challenge. She leaves her court wounded. Okay, I don't really know who she is, I'll be honest. She could leave our court. You're gonna end your days in a dungeon, get out of my sights, or is that the wind I hear? I'll win a fight against you and get you to leave. Yeah, go. Okay, starry skies. Well, we could go on a secular pilgrimage, which seems fine, loses us stress, makes it more worldly. Dedicated gives us piety, or theatrical gives us clergy opinion. I'll just take the stress loss, that's fine. Imagine, by the way, that you're somebody in England, you've just been taken over by Frisia, right? They've declared themselves emperor, the Pope crowned them, and then they're just like, yeah, I'm off for like the next 5 or 6 years, my wife's in charge. It's just a weird thought. I'm not saying it wouldn't have ever happened, I don't know, but it's weird. Right, Christian architecture. Do you want to pray? Say what a sorry excuse for a church, or don't. I'll pray, why not? Seems fine to me. Faction created against us, an independence faction, huh? How are you feeling about that independence faction? You're definitely in it, why? Your personality says that you would be in an independence faction. Can't argue with that. And then you just happen to be here due to your personality as well. Okay. That's fine. Hey, your son has learned Anglic. Fantastic. All of my vassals will like him. We could, in theory, teach him more languages, I guess. But I don't know. Weather phenomena. So there's some interesting weather. Let's lose some stress there. That seems fine. Actually, we should probably teach our son another language, right? He knows Dutch and... Oh wait, it was our other son who learned Anglic already. So he knows Dutch and Anglic, but he can have another 3 languages. So let's have him study. What have we got? Well, what's your language? Yours is French? Yeah, actually perfect. That sounds great. I'm happy with this. No, I'm happy. Okay, let's do this again. I think I messed it up. Yeah, that sounds fine. Here, we're about to get this one. Need to wait a second or two. Who lost a war? You did. So Denmark lost against Sweden, I think. Yeah, in a Danish de jure war. No longer malnourished. Fantastic. We're not dying. Yet. Also, our regency's scales are starting to swing. She is not loyal. She could try and take her title, which would be very funny given that she's our dynasty. So it would make very little odds whether she has her title or not. Unless it would end in a game over, in which case it makes a lot of odds whether it's that or not. But no, I think we're fine. Okay. Oh, Komitas is dead. He was murdered. Let's notice that by Lotharingia. That's not on. I mean, he might have been terrible, but you shouldn't murder him. Oh, you have money? Oh, thank you very much, Pope Nicolaus. I appreciate the cash. Yeah, thank you. Ile de France, I can upgrade. I actually forgot that I still had upgrades left. This one I can upgrade. Versailles, I can upgrade the mansion as well, get some more money. I mean, I can use this money to fund my pilgrimage. Yes, Pope. Definitely not spending it on my second home. Definitely not. Become malnourished. Alright, well. Hey, my level of dedication to my faith went up, and my other son learned Anglic. Well, guess what, son? You're learning Greek. Enjoy. I've decided I'm just going to take whatever language it gives me. Other people's pastures. So this is one of these events where I can improve things. Yeah. Or I can gain stress. Oh, wait, we should just do this. Yeah. Okay, this isn't actually a stressful event. because we've got so much stewardship, we can just get the auto pass, which gives us holding, developments. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I do that. That's fine. Carrying on. Visited the Sultanate of Egypt. We're continuing down here. The end is nigh. I can lose some stress. I think we will definitely lose some stress there. Seems good to me. Carry on our journey. Visiting all these interesting places, gaining a bunch of perk points. Walking around the ship on our journey to Jerusalem, I spot a fellow pilgrim who does not seem to be doing very well. Clearly her sea legs were never instilled. She whimpers softly, squatted by the railing, and holds onto it for dear life with a face that shifts in pale nuances. I can only sympathize with her. Why do we put ourselves through these, sometimes life-threatening perils? That's because we have reflection. That's why we got that one. Okay. Cool. Let's see here. We need a new chancellor. That can be you. You're a powerful vassal. You're not terrible at the job. Oh, yes. I was going to check this. I completely forgot. 36 years. Ah, okay. Well, there you go. There's our answer. So this should be 3. Yes. So the de jure drift is actually falling off per year. So that means that, yes, there is no way of getting that into our realm right now. So what we need to do, if we want these to be our de jure vassals, is create England. Alright, well, we're going to have to bite the bullet on that at some point. Duke Lambert of Flanders can get us an alliance. That's fine. We can't get an alliance with Brie Francais, but that's okay. Right. Heading down here. We have visited the prophetic mosque. Tears of St. Nicholas. Apparently it's raining. There's torrential rain here? Really? It doesn't really seem like the kind of place that would have like a really large amount of rain. But okay. I'll be in my tent. And then I wonder if there's an event for going to Mecca on a pilgrimage. Like on a Christian pilgrimage. That would be interesting. Okay. We got an event. The Beastly Omen. As we make our way down this holy road we travel, we are suddenly made to stop as a beast steps out right into the middle of our path. A mighty hyena stands between me and the Holy Land. There is something of a knowing look on the beast's face, as if the mind of a wise old man resides behind those feral eyes. He blinks and then carries on his way. So the hyena is a messenger from God. Follow him or we can't be distracted. Well, I'm definitely going to follow the messenger from God. Failed hunt. I diligently follow the hyena, being careful that he does not notice me. Eventually he meets his prey, a small bird. The hyena waits and waits for his opening, and eventually attacks the bird, only for it to slip away and flutter off into the open sky. What could God have meant by that? I am the hyena and my enemies will best me, or I am the bird and I will escape an ill fate. Well, I'll take the bird option over the bad omen option, which gives me more stress and like extra stress gain. This one, at the very least, just gives me some intrigue and some stress. I think that's fine. Okay. And, wait, yes. And with that, I think that's a good point to end the episode. We're about halfway through our pilgrimage. We've made it to Mecca, and then we just need to go and visit, well, all of India. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.